Well, good morning, good afternoon, and of course, good evening, traders from across the globe. Welcome to Live with Oscar, short-term trading, Live with Oscar, and sometimes we do some long-term trading analysis here as well. This is video number 4043 coming at you on Thursday, March 12th. Well, coming at you on Thursday, March 11th for trading Thursday, March 12th, 2026. Before we get involved in the video, please remember how risky trading is. Risky, risky, risky. Never trade without putting in your protective stops first. You'll live a lot longer in this business that way. Before we get moving, I just wanted to correct an error I made in last night's video, and it was a good error actually. In between filming last night and the chart segment, I read a piece of paper and it showed me how much the Omni won or lost for Jan and Feb. And it clearly stated a number I wasn't supposed to be looking at because it had zero to do with my calculations. I don't do any of these calculations myself, by the way. Two different entities calculate the Omni. They separately, then they meet, and if their calculations jive, they show them to me. Now, I misread the paper because I don't do the calculations, and last night I mistakenly said the Omni lost $18,900 last night. I might have said $19,800, whatever was in the video last night, and that was wrong. Turns out Daniel called me right out on that and said, Oscar, where did you get that crazy number from? You lost $6,685 in Jan, and I lost $6,560 in Feb. Starting off the year with a couple of rocky months. This happens. I mean, we've been running the Omni since the 80s. Every now and then we get rough months. March is becoming a great month. My apologies for scaring you last night with that big loss that we did not take. Now, when I was reading that number to you, I'm scratching my head thinking, well, my account only dropped about $14,000. I don't get it. But I read the number to you because that's what was on the sheet, because that's what I do when they hand me the sheet. I misread. Sorry, Dano. I apologize, kid. The numbers are 6685 minus Jan, 6560 minus Feb. So far, with the grace of the big guy, we're up pretty good in March, kids. We'll clean that mess up in no time. Anyway, now let's get into the video. Chart masterpiece, we like to call this. It's the Nasdaq weekly bar, and I told you I stumbled upon a cycle, which is why we did that video for you last night. And I said that cycle turns out to be a 40-week cycle off this green average. It actually is 40 weeks and 2 days, to be exact. If you average out the 6 times it did the cycle, sometimes it was 38 days, sometimes 41 days, comes out to 40 weeks, 0.2 days. That cycle is a weekly cycle, don't forget. For longer term analysis, we have not broken that at all. Right? We're here. This is the daily bar. It's sitting all the way up here. The weekly bar, excuse me. The weekly bar is sitting all the way up here. The average is all the way down here in this little circle. So weekly, we don't know where we'll end up by Friday. The longer term analysis is absolute so far that we've stumbled upon a 40-week cycle and could very well bottom out the market. Could very well. Could is the big wild card there, right? It could. We'll find out. So, now let's get away from this and let's go to slightly shorter term where the markets don't look nearly as pretty if you ask me. So check this out. The markets are starting to look ugly short term, and here's one of the reasons why. Oh, you know what? Let's go here. Your transportation average looks ugly for short-term trading. All right, so in 2 days it could come down, hit here, and bounce again for short-term trading, which is tonight through tomorrow's close. Now we look again Thursday night. It doesn't look very good. Now, what's pushing down the markets short-term? I have to tell you what I think's pushing the markets down short-term, and I'll show that to you right here. I think we've got this. We've got some bad juju taking place. This is our bond market, 30-year bond market, which basically tells us where our interest rates are going to be up or down. When the 30-year bond market goes down, interest rates go up automatically, even if the Fed tries lowering them. It does not matter if the bond futures go down and the Fed lowers rates, the rate still goes up if the futures go down faster then they're lowering rates. Now, each time they've lowered rates, the bonds have gone straight down and erased any good that lowering rates might have done. Well, this is your 200 ball moving average on the 30-year weekly bond chart, 30-year bonds weekly chart. Fails at the 200 ball moving average, rates rally, rates go up. Then it hits the 200 ball moving average, rates go up again. Fails at the 200, rates go up. Failed again miserably at the 200. Look where we are now. This is where we are now. Miserable failure. My friends, this is bad juju. This is ugly. This is not good. Short-term trading, this will push the markets lower because when bonds move down, it makes interest rates move up. When interest rates move up, every company listed on the stock market, plus the ones that aren't, if they borrow money at all and lend out corporate bonds, this is a big problem for them. We need rates to go down, not up. We need bonds to go up, not down, to push up the stock market. So this is bad juju, and that's one of the reasons why short term I see technically why we're moving lower. Now, of course, the picture can change. The report tomorrow morning can make bonds go straight back up, get above the 200, and the picture changes. But this is the picture we see tonight on Wednesday night for Trading Thursday. Bad juju as far as I'm concerned. And then there is one bright spot, and I keep showing it to you. Look at our Omni trading token. Is that not amazing, OmniX? Love what you do. When some traders get out of their tokens, OmniX around the world come in and buy them up. I do the same. Great work, OmniX. I hire influencers all the time, as you know. We will keep this thing moving higher. What I will tell you is when you see our bigger traders getting in, don't scare them out by selling yours. Buy a little more and welcome them, and we'll get to a minimum 10 million mark, and then we'll look for 33 million. But just looking at this chart structure, that looks wonderful. The Omni Trading token's doing well. Good luck to all of you, or up yours, as we say at the Omni Trading Academy, in a good way. It means I break a leg to a stage actor. Up yours, up your account to anybody holding the Omni tokens. Great job. And traders, I've got some trades up my sleeve for the markets if the Omni can't find the spot for us to get in. I've got some Oscarism trades waiting for us. So please make sure you're ready for fills if you're hanging out with me in livewithoscar.com. Traders, thank you so much for everything you do. And remember, besides, please leave your comments below and I'll answer all of them. Stop sorting. Emotions are rock and roll. Traders, thank you for everything you do. Thank you for tuning in. Put your stops in first. Please leave your comments below. And I'm jumping on a plane to Amsterdam in just a few days. I can't wait. Omni Campers, I'll see you soon.